Tell me about the coolest uncle you ever had. My Uncle Mike was the coolest person in my family. At least, that's what I thought. He was the guy who showed up to every family barbecue wearing sunglasses, even at night. He rode a motorcycle, had crazy stories, and somehow knew how to fix everything. When I was a kid, he taught me how to ride a bike. When I got older, he'd always tell me, "If your dad says no, call me." I thought he was the ultimate cool uncle. One summer, I was sitting in the kitchen with my dad and Mike. They were drinking coffee and laughing about something from years ago. I asked, "Dad, how did Uncle Mike become your brother?" They both stopped talking. I looked at them. My dad started laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" My dad looked at Mike and said, "You really never told him?" Mike shook his head. Then my dad looked at me. "He's not your uncle." I just stared at him. "What?" My dad laughed again. "Mike is my best friend. We've known each other since we were 16. I couldn't believe it. I said, "So, he's not actually family?" Mike looked at me and said, "Not by blood." Then my dad told me something I'd never known. Mike had been there when I was born. He was the first person outside our immediate family to hold me. He helped my dad when money was tight. He drove my mom to the hospital when my dad was stuck at work. And when my parents went through a rough period, Mike was the person who kept our family together. I looked at him and said, "So you're just Dad's best friend?" He smiled. "Yep." Then my dad said, "No, he's the brother I chose." And that's when I realized something. I spent my entire childhood thinking Mike was my uncle. Turns out, he didn't need to be related to us to be family.